It is time once again for the Morning Mindset edition of the Live, Build, Change podcast. I had a brain blank out there for a moment. The Live, Build, Change podcast. If you are not aware of what Live, Build, Change is about, you can find out more at livebuildchange.com, where we're living our faith, building businesses to change the world. Find out more. Hey, today we are diving back into the book of Proverbs, and we're looking at chapter 16, verse number 32. This, I think, is a word of wisdom that all of us can receive and apply to our lives immediately. Man, it's always great when we can go to the Word of God and find something that immediately applies to us right where we're at. And this is a proverb, a wise saying that Solomon wrote that affects us right where we are, no matter where it is that we are. Listen to this. Proverbs 16, verse 32. Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. Now you have to understand, in their culture, the one who takes a city, the ruler, who is a conqueror, who's a strong deliverer, a strong king, that was a person who was a hero to them. So different than our day, where we have rock stars and politicians for heroes, they actually had mighty men, warriors, who defended their own people and who conquered evil nations as their heroes. And so they would look to those people with a sense of admiration, with a sense of awe and wonder about the might of those people. But what Solomon is telling us here is that average, everyday people can be better than those people, in that they're able to conquer something even more important than a city, even more than some political or governmental situation. He's saying when you can rule your own spirit, when you are able to live wisely and to walk by the Spirit of God, as Paul would say in Galatians chapter 5, you are doing a thing that is better than the things the mighty people of the world do. One of the examples that he gives here in verse 32 is when you are slow to anger. You know, James tells us, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because the anger of man does not accomplish the righteousness of God. You see, James gives us a little more insight there. Our anger is usually self-oriented and defensive, responsive to the things that are happening toward us, rather than oriented toward the holiness and righteousness and purpose of God that's going on in a situation. And so Solomon here is telling us, you need to learn as a person, and so do I, to be slow to anger. The situations that are coming to us are not about us. There are other things going on. God has a purpose in that situation. And when we can cool our jets, so to speak, and relax, take a deep breath, get control of our own reaction, our own response, and respond, as we spoke about a few days ago, with a gentle answer, with a heart to truly be curious about the circumstance and the person on the other side and understand what's going on, then we can actually be better in that situation, better for that situation, and for the benefit of the people involved than a mighty person would be. Man, that's something to ponder today as we deal with children and co-workers and spouses and neighbors and people at the grocery store. We have an opportunity to bring enormous good into the situations around us by ruling our own spirit, submitting it to the Spirit of God, and being slow to anger. Man, here we are at the end of November. Join me again tomorrow as we launch into December on the Morning Mindset.